All right, War 4. We've matched TCN. This is going to be a rough war. Starting out here on Path 9, I got this Adam Warlock. Taking him with CGR. The good old standard CGR rotation. I'm not cooking up anything in this fight. I think I cook up some stuff later on in the war, though. Normal classic PS1, Power Gain Judgment, Vigilance Judgment, SP2, SP3, GG's. Next up is my longest fight of the war, this Mantis R3 with R5 Iceman. I ranked this guy as I just had a mutant rank up gem. I was like, shit, why not? We don't need anybody in particular, I'll do Iceman, right? Well, now I get to use Iceman. So, this is the second time I've taken this fight, and first time, it was relatively long. This time, I'm going to cut it down to like a minute 53. But she's going to throw a couple of special ones into my block this war. There we go. There's the first one. So that was cool. So go back to hitting her. 4-hit combo and turtle. She throws another one. Now here, I probably shouldn't have thrown my special one, but I figured based on the sleep timer that I could get back to it before it triggered, and I hit her and tried to throw it, but it didn't register. So I'm gonna miss the second one by throwing my special, get that out of the way, and she's not gonna do that again for the rest of the fight. She's gonna behave. But all in all, this time I managed to make sure that I didn't have an indestructible on her, as a large chunk of my frostbites were expiring. So that was pretty cool, and as a result, it ended up making the fight relatively quicker. There is still going to be times where that happens throughout the fight, because throwing a bunch of special ones, it's almost inevitable. But she's going to go down much quicker, so I'm just going to let this one finish out. It's pretty much just a 5-hit combo, special one kind of fight. You're completely immune to the hazard shift, so not really much to worry about, unless she throws a special one into your block. So then, put Suicides back on, and I got this Sauron, taking him with CGR. It's pretty much a standard CGR fight. The fight that is actually going to scare me, well, the two fights that actually scared me, is the fight after this, which is Maestro on Rich Get Richer. And originally the plan was to use Odin's on that fight, but I saw comms do it without Odin's, and it looked much simpler. Because what I was worried about with Odin's was getting too much power. I didn't want to have to do a special 3 into special 2 cycle with Maestro, because I didn't even want to let him get his glancing. So I opted to not put the Odin's on here, and to put them on at Void, because Void's on the Insin shock node. And the plan said to use all Odin's on myself, and then after I did that, John showed me a tag where John had tagged me earlier in the day saying to save the protect for the boss. So I kind of fucked up there, because I opened the chat earlier in the day and didn't think to go back and check tags later on that night as I was fighting. So here the plan was basically to get him finished, or at least to get my special 2 off into special 3 before or as the glancing was popping up, and that's how it managed to work out. So the normal special 2, special 3 cycle is going to kill him. I was afraid of him getting the glancing and having him not die, but it worked out. Alright, last up is this Void. So I put the Odin's on. Ideally though, and I have half Suicides on. Ideally, I want to kill him before I leave Incinerate, or at least want to be at my special 3 before that happens. So naturally the AI decides to run away a little bit there in the beginning, wasting some of my time. He runs away some more. I'm like, come on, buddy, come in. So Vigilance Judgment, Special 2 as Incinerate phase is dropping here. We go into Shock phase. I have the shocks on me. I'm like, fuck. Didn't get back to a Special 3. Go for the parry. It doesn't work because of insult to injury. Bait out the heavy without dexing back into Special 2, and he goes down. But I mean, not getting hit, 30-second fight, lose half health. It's fun. So we ended up winning this one. We just sucked a little bit less than they sucked, but that seems to be the theme of the season, considering this matchmaking is terrible. And yeah, I mean, basically this season is going to come down to whether us or Salty lose. And if we match, it's not going to be till War 12, and that's a big if. It's still not even guaranteed that we will match War 12. So I don't really get how the whole point of changing the matchmaking and the tactic was to make it less stressful for players in 0 to 1 death wars, but now you've taken the entire season and lumped it into one potential war at the end of the season, or made it about attack bonus race, and it's basically allowing alliances to land podium without ever facing each other, which is not competition, no matter how you slice it. It's not. That's not real competition. But anyway, good luck to TCN. Thank you very much for watching.